Hello, my name is Wedenig and this video is about turning white noise into notes. But first things first, I'm sure you're all wondering about my socks, so I won't let you wait any longer. Where's this camera? Space Invaders. Now let's get to the boring stuff. I recently took over some new students and was told that some of them had worked a little with pure data. Now I have used Max MSP, especially Max for Live, but I never used pure data, so I started to look into that. After some time playing around with it, I came up with this little synth patch, and it sounds and looks like this. The idea was to take noise as a sound source. White noise has equal intensity throughout the whole frequency range. So basically all possible frequencies are in there. Now if you take a bandpass filter and make that filter steep enough, then eventually, at least theoretically, you will end up with a sine wave. Let me show you this in action. So here we have analog producing constant noise, and then I'm going to route this through FEP filter. That's just a bandpass, and I will make this more steep and then make this louder. So you can already hear the pitch in this. And then if I make this even more steep, you can see how I'm getting closer and closer to sine wave. At some point I realized that I want to use this within Ableton Live, which has been the centerpiece of my workflow for years. So I switched from pure data to Max. This device is not finished yet, but that's what it looks like at the moment. Here is the noise oscillator, so that's the main sound source. I can go from noisy to less noisy. Here I can switch between white and pink noise. There is a clear difference. White noise has more high frequencies. I have a sub oscillator where I can change the level, the waveform. It can be same pitch, 1 octave down, 2 octaves down. And then I can change the waveform. Here we have the master volume, glide. And then delay send. The delay is only mono. And also this whole synthesizer at this point is monophonic. I'm planning to make a polyphonic version of this, and also add the stereo delay at some point. The delay can, however, be free or synced to Live's tempo, so you can have 8 notes or I don't know, dotted 8 notes. Whatever your heart desires. Here we have the modulation section. I have a separate amp envelope. We have a second envelope that's identical but used for modulating other parameters. An LFO that can be either sine wave. This is saw tri-ramp, so it can go from a saw to triangle to this ramp. Then it has square and sample and hold. And square and sample and hold have this smooth parameter. So like this you can avoid clicks. I mean, I like clicks, but still, if you don't want them, you can avoid them with that. And then here we have the modulation matrix. At the moment, only LFO and mod envelope work as modulation sources. I am planning to implement also velocity, aftertouch, and random. Now let's see how those modulations work. For example, we can have the LFO change the subwave. And then, for example, this envelope can change the pitch. So, as I said, this is not finished. But feel free to give me your feedback on the status quo. I will put a link in the description to where you can download the device and test it and play with it yourself. And yeah, please tell me if that is something that seems useful to you, or interesting, or super hip, or super crappy. Yeah, that's it for today. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and while you're at it, you could also subscribe. And please also find me on Instagram. Other than that, see you next time. Tschüssi.